on
Yeah.
Batman's utility belt. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was better on
cleansing
Doomsday's barrier.
And
It wasn't
and
bad
if you
on the
guys don't
barrier.
know about that, QSS
It just
is
needed a longer
Quicksilver,
cooldown.
Quicksilver sash from League, and it allows you to remove a CC, and it is a new activation on Batman's utility belt as of the September patch. So, but yeah, that you know, again, there's just small things there. Ammo, go ahead and talk about what you wanted to say.
I was just given the next topic for us to transition into, but
Yeah.
I wanted to see everybody's. So with them moving ward vision to 5 seconds, ward vision to 5-second cooldown, removing stealth from it. So the only way to see stealth is now towers and X-ray, which is 8 seconds long instead of 4 or 5 or 3, whatever it was. And now it has a 45-second cooldown instead of a 30-second cooldown. So like, how do you guys feel about stealth detection and counter warding and the things that in that area?
Yeah.
Welcome back, Catwoman.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, any character that has a stealth ability.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Debs, you did not get rid of 3 Catwoman alts. In fact, I think it may be easier now than ever. But
What do you mean?
What?
Catwoman alts.
I
Gas
wouldn't
Cat?
know what.
If you hit all 3 on different targets, you can consume them in a row.
Oh yeah,
They-
they didn't have a problem with
they-
that.
That's
They
always
had a
been the
problem
same.
with
Yeah, that's
one
always
target.
been the point, is to hit multiple targets with your Qs, so you have
Because
multiple-
originally you could stealth in, hit them, ult, Q, ult.
You
ult.
get 3 on the same person, but you can still get 3 on the same person because the Q has a low enough cooldown to where
Oh,
90% of the time you can refresh your own on Q. Like you can double Q in a fight on the same person if you get 1 cooldown item. Either
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they're
that's
fine with
spending
that.
item like that.
it's just you.
That's
I mean, if
not-
you're saying that much time had passed, then you could have 4Q'd them.
Exactly. Like I don't think that was the issue. The issue was when you came in and you landed your E, like when you got the auto attack out of stealth that marked them, then you ulted, then you Q'd, then you ulted, then you had ult again. That was the issue, was the triple stack of her ult. Right
It wasn't
there.
that she was getting 3 ults total, it was that she was getting 3 ults all at the same time.
all at the
on
same
one
time on
person.
one
At a
target.
0.9 AD ratio on that at the time. That alone was more damage. Like I remember putting up a post that like added up all of the assassins and bruisers combined ratios. She put everyone to shame, including a fully channeled flash ult and full flash W, everything. She made everyone look like
and
shit.
you know, they brought up a good point in chat right now about what about vision items? What is everybody's thoughts on vision items? Because this has been brought up between teams and players and
I think.
to Turbine
I like
multiple
the
times.
fact that you can. I like the fact that they made it so that it's just like a power instead of actually having to like have one character dedicated to literally just dumping all of their money into Vision. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I don't
I
think
do
there
think
should
they
be
did a good
wards.
job of making it so that supports don't have to constantly pour money into wards, but I think they could put a little bit more, like maybe.
Clairvoyance
I'm just
active
trying to
item.
think of a way for there to be a little bit more stealth detection, because 8 seconds every 45 seconds is so low that
An
I mean,
active item clairvoyance.
huge window for
is
guys like
stealth
Catwoman to fly in. It's hard to counter ward because you have to use 1 to see where they are, and then even if you do kill it, they get a new ward every 5 seconds. It's not like it's
Yeah.
viable anymore to take out a ward. So I was thinking of, I don't know, maybe they could incorporate some sort of like item that improves your superpowers, or
Did anybody really have a complaint with the way that the cameras worked before, where they could see stealth and they could see other cameras? Like other than like,
I don't
I
see
thought that
the
was
way
kinda-
it was.
I didn't like it.
I
Like,
thought
that
that
was
was like, I thought that was like a part of like a lane dominance thing. Because now both teams
Yeah.
with the wrong cameras can see each because neither cameras see other cameras now, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It
so
made ward placement feel a little bit more like meticulous. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
your
you
ward
thought about your
placement,
shit.
you
Especially
had to
top
put
lane.
it somewhere where you could fight for it.
Top lane now,
Nowadays,
if,
you just,
if
you
I
just
don't
top,
ward
you
in
put
the
one at
perfect
bottom,
spot
you
on
put one at
top,
you're done.
Mhm.
And the cameras not seeing cameras also made it so
No.
if your laner doesn't run X-ray,
Luana,
your
that's
jungler kind of can't gank for you.
Luana, that's a
There's
huge
vision
issue
everywhere.
right now. Cameras cannot see other cameras. Cameras can no longer see anything.
Yeah,
stealth.
that was changed.
Yeah. I don't know. That change is so weird to me.
I
And they
think
reduced
if
the
they
range
if
you
they
can
want
put
to make it
cameras
so
down.
if stealth can walk by cameras like Evelyn style, okay, fine. But let cameras see
It's-
other cameras in the first place. Like that was never an issue because then it was like whoever leaves lane to give up XP to go fight for that. It was always like that was a duel. Like that should
It's like
they should
changed
promote
the
those
camera
things.
vision sync stealth because of what Fantas kind of said to us before, where he kind of hinted at it, where they might have other cameras that can see
Yeah.
stealth.
He actually
visual
didn't hint at it. He
ones.
straight up said there was
That would
other,
be
there were
broken.
other cameras that could see cameras. Not necessarily see stealth, but there were cameras that could see cameras.
So what
They're
are we
just
talking
not
about?
yet.
Like another
Everybody
power
would
that's
take-
going to have
Yeah.
like what,
So then,
two
yeah, that will
charges
use
or
power.
something? It'll have
Maybe.
like 2 charges and see stealth and other things like that.
Probably.
Uh,
So
It's-
we would always
Crashy,
use
go
that game,
ahead.
right?
Wait, hang on, guys. Crashy, go ahead and introduce yourself and what team you play for and all that mess.
Oh, I'm Crashy. I'm on Vex. I jungle.
Hey, can
Nightmare
you give
Batman
us your
with power.
roster? We were trying to figure this out earlier. And
It's still undecided. It's
okay.
you know we have an array of roster changes that are going on.
Yeah.
We've been there.
Yeah, exactly.
Who hadn't? Oh,
Um,
KGB, that's who.
Are there any other? Oh, people are asking who's in the call, so I'm gonna go ahead and list everybody out that's in here right now. We have Blue Freeze, Spaghetti, and Telekinetic, all from Clever Gaming Blight. We have Supreme Beam from Vengeance. We have Crashy from Vex, and we have myself, Man Chocolate, Ease, and Ammo from Dream State. And I believe that CPG African is going to be joining us, and he plays for KGO. So he's actually going to join us right now. I just added him to the call. But so anybody have any questions? Anything you guys want our viewpoints on? Anything you guys want to ask any of the people that are playing on teams currently? How we created our teams? Where we came from? Anything you want to get to know about any of these people? I mean, if not, we'll just go over one by one a little bit about everybody, because I think we pretty much discussed everything that we'd like to see changed.
unless anybody
wait,
else
there's-
says something
wait, there's
else,
more.
right?
Anything
But
else?
wait, there's more.
I was gonna say-
sucks.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold.
What-
Okay, let's go.
Okay,
Let's
ahead.
do this.
If you have anything else, I mean, go ahead. That's why
Nightmare
that's why
Batman
we're
as an
having it.
AD assassin is terrible. He's a terrible
But
assassin.
Nightmare Batman as a AP.
But if
Ryan,
you play him
I swear to God,
AP,
shut up.
no,
if you
dude,
play
I
him-
know where he's going.
I'm not even kidding though. But if you play him power, then he's actually not that bad.
Crashy.
still
All I know
sucks.
is in Fight Club, there can be no other than power damage Nightmare Batman. Like that shit is retarded. You're like, what?
Get
No, on a
Especially-
serious note though, if in a scram I were to play Nightmare Batman, he would just be a tank. Like I would never play him as an assassin.
I don't think.
So how do we feel
Even
about a
then, it's
stealth
not
tank?
worth,
Does anybody
though.
like? How does anybody feel like? What the fuck is a stealth tank? Like,
Compared
that's
to
so dumb.
how he was played before, I always played him like never played anyone else, and now I can't play him at all. He's just
I don't
too
like him.
stupid.
Yeah, it's his early game energy consumption is it's mind blowing. Like
It's awful.
what?
Absolutely.
What am I
abysmal.
supposed to
Yeah.
do? I can't even clear my camps without feeling like it's taking me 5 minutes for a single rotation.
I'm the only person on our team left who plays him, and like we did it in the show match. That's the only Nightmare Batman that still works. It's like you rush a Mogos and you run Meteor because you can actually activate Mogos while you're in the ult. You don't even build AD and shit for your ult anymore. You build other effects that you can use while you're ulting a person. It's kind of silly.
Yeah. Nightmare Bat is he's in a bad place right now.
Can you guys hear me
Dramatically
now?
over nerfed. He got essentially
Yeah, we can hear
gutted.
you.
But if you play him power,
Yeah, he's just in a
No
bad
place.
compared to other junglers right now, and it's just.
I
that's
normally like to throw my
weird.
Q out and just like have no energy afterwards. That's how I normally like to play my champs.
yeah, something
Yeah,
like it.
sounds like old school Shazam right there.
Exactly. Like the very first game after they nerfed him, I started playing Nightmare Batman and like I went for a chase on a person that previously I would have gotten a kill on because energy and just found myself yelling, "I want my energy on Q back!"
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you don't really have to worry about energy and Shazam anymore because they took it away from his ult. LOL.
Yeah.
We already talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that.
I'm sorry, that's still funny
no,
to me.
You're good.
I didn't find out about that till like yesterday.
Yeah,
I had just had no idea.
I didn't know about it day one. I like woke up to a Steam message from Ryan saying that had happened, and it's like,
Oh yeah, my
you're
Steam
full of
message
shit.
was like,
All I could do was
"Fuck, holy
respond with
shit, fucking
gibberish.
Shazam's all fuck! Oh my fucking god!
Yeah.
I was like, I was in denial.
All right, let's take questions because we've been doing this for like an hour now. Let's see.
Oh yeah, didn't
what-
that one dude ask a question?
Newbie asked a good question. The difference, Supreme's probably gonna want to join back for this. Difference between
Oh, the shots
BGN
fired question.
and KGB. Yeah, this is a shots fired question. We're trying to have like no drama or anything. We'll explain from the outside team's viewpoints on why we think KGB is a better team than BGN, so that there cannot be any shots fired towards everybody else. So we'll start with you. Go ahead, Africa.
KGB will scrim anybody and everybody and constantly looks for ways to improve with the game. And the way it seems from a lot of the other competitive players is that VGN, they dodge a lot of scrims and they just pub, pretty
Okay.
much.
Crashy, have any thoughts on that?
They scrim Turbine at least
Oh,
at
no.
least once a week.
The turbine farm,
Yeah.
it's too much.
We're not trying to badmouth anybody though. We're just-
No, I
we're
really
just
like. I really do
explaining
think they
different
are.
viewpoints.
They're a team that has a lot of players with good potential, but it's just that they don't. It seems they shy away from scrimming teams
Agreed.
that they can actually improve from.
I will say this from me having been in my first scrim ever was against Telekinetic and KGB, and I'll say this: when we played KGB, they were the most. I'm trying to think of a good way to explain this. They were the most together played team that we had seen. Like when we played BGN back when they were SSD with practically the same players that they have now, other than Floetic and Supreme. They were kind of all over the map sort of thing. Didn't know quite what to do in certain situations. Objectives weren't there. They were just a lane phase type team. And from me personally watching the show matches and watching the way they play, they still feel like a lane phase team compared to, on Coast City, all the teams out there understand right now that it is a objective map gameplay mode. It's
Well,
not like a tri-lane. Go ahead.
If we're gonna talk about VGN, they only have, in my opinion, Ayuki is actually their really strong point.
Ayuki is definitely
Yeah,
a
she
star
definitely
player.
is.
but
And they don't
can't
even play her in
and-
scrims half
Just-
the
It's
time.
not that
Ayuki
she
doesn't have
started
time.
on- Ayuki started on Mine and Amos team. Go ahead.
She just doesn't have time.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
just does. She works.
Well, I mean,
She works
even
a
then, I've seen her on before when they have like all seven
Extra,
of their
like, they
main
have
members and
Yeah.
or so, and they're about the scrim, and they don't even add her to the scrim. They just set her out.
I can't
Yeah.
remember who they had a show match against.
It's
I think it
because
was
she
just them and
doesn't talk,
Turbine.
though. It's because she doesn't talk.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
we'd take her without talking. I don't care. Well, she talks too. She does have a mic. She talks when she wants to.
Just not often. Only when she absolutely needs to. Like,
Yeah.
she doesn't even wear her headset the majority of the time, but if she knows she's going to need to use it, she'll plug it in. But, like, there's, like Blue said, there's even been games where we've seen her on during the show. Like, they had a show match against somebody, I can't remember who. She was hanging out in our Mumble with us because they just didn't want to
Wanna
play
use
her.
her,
It's like,
yeah.
what? Are you kidding? She's your star. She's the one that made Gaslight Joker popular when Gaslight Joker was fucking worthless.
That is true.
The
You have
hero
to give
wasn't
her
even
credit with that.
good.
Yeah.
The hero was bad, but Ayuki was making people play him because of god hams.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
We have to give her credit for that.
These heads.
And then Crashy, go ahead and talk up. Anybody else have any other questions while we're in between? So that we can transition into stuff for you guys. Anything anybody wants to hear, feel free to ask in chat, and I'll make sure I'm looking. But
I
we'll
want to
give
see more
everybody
questions to stroke KGB's ego. That was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
We'll get.
Let's keep that going.
We'll let everybody talk a little bit about their teams, so that the people who aren't on teams or who aren't, part of the competitive community yet, know a little bit more about everybody. Radagy asked one. What did you ask, Rad? Let me look. Since
She
last
asked about
hits are more
Radagy.
important now, should you build? I don't. What is Rad?
Ratatagi.
Oh, Ratatagi.
Ratatagi.
My bad.
Ratatouille.
Sorry.
Ratatouille.
Since last hits are more important now, should you build 2 GP items and build into one of them for actives, and leave the other for gold income?